and live. Everyone is silent.
Hello.
For the first time, like, ever, we were all just silent.
Hello.
I was waiting for someone else to say something, because I'm usually just straight in yelling Dungeons and Dragons down my mic.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't choke everyone out with my coughing, so it's, you know.
All good. And thank you for gifting us up.
Dungeons and Dragons!
To Roy. you gave our kobold a sub.
Okay.
He will misuse it.
Oh no. I want the sub back so I can keep going Nutkin! Just to annoy him.
You somehow started a hype train.
Yeah, choo-choo, motherfucker.
Choo-choo!
That's not something I'm used to having on this channel, but grand.
Chaos energy.
Anyway, so did this on Tuesday as well, but it'll be happening for this campaign and for Curse Breakers on Thursday next week. Few things that need to be addressed. First, new character sheets,
They're so pretty.
which some people don't like. One person doesn't like.
He doesn't like anything that's standard. He has to be edgy.
No, that's not true. It's just not functional. That's it.
It is functional. It's so much better than the old one.
No, it's so much worse than what could be. No, don't fool yourself thinking this mediocrity is anything close to quality. That's
You're being too French about it. Stop.
I was about to say, of course it's the Frenchman. Of course. It's not practical enough, you son.
I'm just scared of my individuality.
It's only redeeming qualities that it attempts to do what my usual shit does since 3 years.
There's a lot of stuff. So,
That's a
to be
scathing
honest,
review.
while I like the new sheets and design, it's actually the stuff under the hood I like more. Which is why I've spent the last week rebuilding everyone's character sheets from scratch. So yeah, the main differences are this is a bit of a downside as well as an upside. You don't click on an item in your inventory anymore to expand it. It has hover tooltips instead. If you click it, you will send it to chat, so be careful of that.
I've done that a lot.
You have the favorites bar now, where on most of your sheets I've stuck a few things that you use a lot, like the Hat of Vermin.
I did notice that.
So, this is a good example. If you still need to do your level up, open your sheet and go to the Features tab, which is the third button down on the right, sorry. And then in the top left, you'll see the wrench button. If you turn that on, you'll get a drop down and next to your levels at the top, and you just change that to 6.
I can change it on the end, but not my level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not where it says sorcerer or whatever. It's just above the features, the search features bar. It's just above there.
Yeah, that's why I said you need to go to features. If you roll underneath below average, just change the number in the box to the average. So you're on the wrong sheet. You're on the wrong sheet, Kirsty.
Just roll the just tick the box to say take average then. Okay.
Yeah.
They said Phineas rolled.
Yeah, but it's old.
Oh, old.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm looking at the pretty sheet with the red top and the banner down the left.
No, it's just called Phineas old. It's fine.
Yeah,
He is old.
it's because you've got a new character sheet. It's a completely new character sheet. It's just called Phineas.
Can I keep the 6?
Yes, you can take. You can keep the 6.
Where's
Thank
mine?
I have an extra page!
I have old, but that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, did I not update?
No, there's a folder that
Yeah.
says old. If you click it, it drops down and shows you your old one. Underneath old is your...
Fixed it. Zaelste
Okay.
should be on your new one now. Phineas, yeah, I must have forgot to put your new ones down on the map. My apologies.
There it is. I've got old and
Yeah.
I've got old Phineas and I've got Phineas.
Okay. But yeah, so while you're doing your level ups...
Oh, I get to choose spells.
Tell me what spells you want, and I'll just put them straight on to your sheet.
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
GM, which level should we be?
6. I think you're already
Okay.
done.
Yeah, I've done it, yes.
I rolled slightly higher than average.
That's the first time. You're literally on average HP.
Okay, so I get one more, and I get... Ooh, I get the Bastion of Law feature. Ooh, exciting.
Port via SDR importer. What's that about?
Ignore. Hit no on that. Hit no on that.
I'm just gonna say, expect Spider Monkey Bree. That's pretty much everything.
Look at what I can do. Look at the cool thing in the chat. I can just be like, okay, you have temporary hit points. Bang.
That's handy.
Nice.
So,
He immediately uses 5 sorcery points on Faena. You're not allowed to die.
I'm doing this right. Yes.
Fuck yeah, let's just get skill proficiencies in these. Why not? Let's get expertise in this.
I love the fuck it mentality.
Very Karlak of you.
So, Kirsty, have you chosen your spells?
Nope.
Are you still asking you to choose them?
I just clicked next,
Oh,
and I was going to think about it.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. I'll drop. Once you've decided, let me know, and I'll put them on your sheet.
Yeah.
If you need to see them all, if you go into the items tab in the top right of the actual UI, not the not your character sheet, or should be next to actors. You should, if I've done this right, have access to every single spell in the game.
Holy shit!
My barb self just like,
I don't
none
know
of
if
these
it was.
apply.
I don't know if it was the UI waiting to catch up, or somebody realised that there wasn't second level spells there for a second, but it went first, third, fourth, fifth, all the way down to the ninth, and then a little while later it went, oh shit, here's the second.
Possibly just because it's got so many, it had to load them. I don't know.
Probably.
But yes, I'm going to be putting these into a compendium, but for now they're in items. But yeah, so when you're on that choose your spells thing, you can just drag the spell from here on into the box, and it'll add it to your character sheet that way, automatically. Right.
Is there a reason why I'm at 2 or 4 rages? Because I don't...
Oh, yeah, just put it back up to 4. That's fine. That was just
Okay.
because that's the default amount. Was 2.
I was
Yeah,
so
you start
close.
off with 2 at level 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do it while pause, but yeah.
I was so close to multi-classing.
Wait. Oh, yes, I still need to make Artificer. It is not currently... I have to make that one completely from scratch. So that's
I was so close to multi-classing. Well, it might not have been Artificer, it might have been somewhere else. But...
With that out of the way, there's another thing that's changed that a couple of the players are already aware of. Inspiration's changed. You still get it the same way, so if you roll a natural 20 or if an enemy rolls a natural 1 against you, you can no longer give them to other players, however. So if you use it or lose it. And instead of a reroll, you will get something from that like this. Oh, that's been sent to only me. Hang on. There we go.
Anticlimactic.
Wait a second. There. So for example, you get a natural 20, you pull a card from the deck of many things.
Oh.
So there's things like Rogue, which is what it pretty much used to be. As a bonus action, can disengage. As a bonus action, teleport up to 30 feet. And these are just one-time use things. They stay on your character until you use them or you have a rest.
Whoa.
These are from...
Is it a rest or a long rest?
Are these from the new deck of many things?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I looked through the book, was like, that's a really good idea and a lot more interesting than just, yeah, I reroll it. So we're going with it. And yes, enemies can still get it.
I'm aware.
Yes, you got blinded by a rock.
That fucking bird. Blinded by a fucking shiny bird. Sorry.
We could use a level 1 common that gets a crit and then teleports 30 feet.
Vision that shit in my head.
Start a brawl fight, people start teleporting around.
Just think of it of like there's a little bit of wild magic all over the world that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes me happy.
So yeah, I personally feel this is a lot more interesting than the old system, so we're trying it out.
Fair enough.
No, fair enough.
I am in. I am always happy for more chaos.
Oh, damn right.
Okay.
I really think it's interesting. I love this concept.
Yeah.
And it makes
Chaos agrees.
the deck finally be a bit more useful than once in a campaign.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of really interesting stuff. There's like
Yeah.
one of the things in the book is having every single card be an individual magic item that you can do things with.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this now. How do I stop it zooming in when people type?
Oh, right. Go to the cogs in the top right.
Yep.
Configure settings. I believe it is in core, and you want to turn off. You want to turn off pan to token speaker.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Damn it.
You would no longer make me zoom.
I don't know. If Bree comes at you with those claws, you're gonna fucking zoom.
Okay, different sort of zoom there, okay?
DM, I've chosen what spell I would like. I wish
Yes.
for counter spell.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to modify your choices for this level and stick it in that way. Because that way,
Right,
every
you don't
time,
modify them
that
though.
way it will show up every time you level up, rather than
Perfect.
counterspell. And not
Oh,
having
you
to
got-
use a freaking importer is the nicest thing.
You can even hit like I have 6 levels of exhaustion just by hitting this button. What?
Yeah, so that is one thing I don't like about the new UI. I thought those were death saves.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
No, for death
Fair enough.
saves, you click on the little skull and it has a
Has a
pull down
tree.
menu.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the best way to represent exhaustion, I think, but yeah, it
It's
is
not,
what it
but it's fine.
is. Okay. So
It
with
should be a load of Z's that gradually get bigger.
Recap time.
yes, so with that all out the way, who wants to do the recap?
Not me, because I wasn't here.
Me
Get
neither.
Gert to do it.
Yeah, I vote Gert.
Why?
Why not?
Because you deserve
I'm
it.
already forced to do this at the south.
You can do one for here.
And I did it for the north one.
just the one. If you don't want to, it's fine. I can do it.
Yeah, if you don't do it, Shalin does.
Breeze.
Oh, and you cut out immediately.
His mic cuts out immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
Bree did what?
Bree, Lucien, Zaelste, and Faena were still in the memory vault when we started last session. He had a conversation with Doom and Boom, as well as Rohain. Faena, I believe, exchanged some gifts with Rohain. They also got zapped by him. And eventually he fucked off. You guys came back to the material plane. We discussed a possible setting up a trap, but decided against it when we were still in the dome with all the blood monsters outside. And we started moving towards Deathrock's Gallows. Once we got there, we walked past a massive station and asked where to find Crafty. We're told he's in the engineering district. We ask where that is. It's to the south, past the mountain, but the faster way is going through town. Doing so, we also make a stop at the town square. Here, Bree is approached by some noble who introduces himself as Lord Basil. He tries to buy Bree's adamantine breastplate for 25,000 gold, but Bree's like, nah, it's mine, I want it, it's mine, can't have it. So he invites us for dinner to try and appease us some more. Eventually we make our way to the engineering districts, find Crafty in one of the buildings, and he tells us that he wasn't the one that tinkered with the the mechanism. He tells us a lot about the trains and who invented them, a goblin called Speedy.
Of course.
Of course. Both Zaelste and Faena have a request for Crafty, and we make our way towards the mansion of Lord Basil. We arrive there, walk through some corridors, which I, the player, recognize. And,
Don't know what you're
and
talking
now
about.
we're sitting at the table. I also don't know what you're talking about. And that's where we left off.
I would like to add
Level up?
two information to that. Good job, Snow. Excellent note taking. But I would like to add just 2 points. We did not exchange gifts with Rowan. We gave him something, and in exchange, he's just gonna be available whenever we go to his port of calling to host us and be friendly. But we do have an item of ours in his possession. And regarding the what Crafty said, he also gave us the information that whomever did the interference on the object knew what they were doing. It required a bit more than basic knowledge. It required some basic but experienced level in artificer and engineering to do it. So it's not just any random dude that could do it. So that's might be a lead as well to find who did it.
He gave us a receipt with the name J. Quinn on it as well.
Oh yes. Whom was the person that ordered it, so we can follow up on the material traces. I don't know. I don't remember.
Something about it looking kind of like me with a leather, similar leather jacket.
Okay.
So you mean the guy that gave us these mechanisms?
But I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Speedy was also killed by an assassin that looked like someone we know. Anyway.
Yes.
Frosth. Did Lucien do a speech today?
Probably in the morning. Yes.
Because
You should
new
have
temporary
9,
HP.
You should have 9 temporary hit points, all of you.
Give me 1 sec.
Cool.
Somehow the chat window got fucked up.
Of course it did.
There we go. It was cutting off
Phineas
the
is sat next to Faena. Yay!
We figured you'd want to sit there.
And we figured Bree would immediately take the head of the table.
At the head of the table.
Of course.
Yep.
Faena is just sat between the Chaos Twins, just like, this is fine.
I join in sometimes, don't I? So
Oh, you do? Yeah. It's great.
So, yes. Yes, Basil invited you for dinner, asking you to come by his mansion in the his manor in the evening, which you've done. As you're escorted through, he doesn't seem to have any alive servants, shall we say. He just has these constructs, these golems.
I think it's just dead bodies slumped in corners.
I was imagining like vampires or like zombies on chains.
But no, it's all just a lot of glasswork golems.
Ooh, glasswork. Fancy.
I have a cool picture too.
Also, we've inside checked this guy up to his wazoo.
Yeah.
Because as we were walking through a very long set of corridors and passing by more and more golems, we figured, fuck, is this a trap? Is this a body? And apparently, to our minds, is not. It seems to be chill and a chill guy, and looking forward to having a perfectly refined meal with a very graceful host.
He seems to be very honest, is what we got.
Okay.
Right, well. As he's sitting there, while we wait for the starters, let me, just to get it out of the way, ask one more time. Are you sure you won't part with the breastplate? 25,000 gold.
Sure. But it's so pretty on me. Like, look at it. It's just, look at it.
Isn't it too big and misfitted?
No, we got it fixed, remember?
Oh, right, yeah.
Do you know that Lord Basil here had offered to a replacement if on addition to the 25,000 gold?
Yes,
Yes, but will it have the same properties?
well, if I could just replace it with another adamantite breastplate, that would rather defeat the point. No,
Exactly.
I would have to obtain something else for you, perhaps something of mithril or obsidian.
Obsidian is cool.
You could be all black and shiny.
Already shiny.
Already
but-
black. Adamant's black.
Yeah,
Yeah, why can't black be shiny?
It can.
it is.
I'm talking
okay.
about obsidian. I'm talking about
I
obsidian.
thought you were saying it wasn't. I was like,
Wait, adamantine is black?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a black metal.
Okay, but is it as black and shiny as obsidian?
I would say obsidian would look more glassy.
Okay. And perhaps more classy, huh?
Anyway,
Ouch! Okay, I'm thinking mentally.
I mean, it was not the
Yeah,
worst.
no, shut up. You hurt my feelings.
Okay, I'm so alright.
Wow, emotional damage.
Already done.
Emotional damage.
That didn't take long.
If that kills me later in the session, I blame you guys.
Okay.
I mean, Lucien didn't make the inquiry, so
Yeah, but
Well,
tonight he is connected
why
to my
is
heart.
Lucien suffering for Frosth?
Because tonight he is connected to my heart. I am Lucien tonight.
Boy, this is gonna be one of those.
Basil
Whoa.
will let out alongside. Well, if there really is no convincing you of doing that, perhaps there's something else we can come to in terms on. But he'll gesture to the door as they will open and two golems will walk through carrying lots of food for appetizers, including baguette.
Oh.
Oh, I judge the baguette.
Give me a chef's tools check.
Okay. Do I have advantage because it's baguette?
Yes.
I will help you as well. Because, you know.
He doesn't need it.
No, he really doesn't.
Listen, while they aren't they aren't of the peak standards you're used to, these are otherwise authentic Renayan baguettes.
Ooh. Do I recognize the slashing?
Yeah,
the signature.
it uses like the kind of technique you'd expect of someone that actually knows what they're doing.
Okay, okay. Well, Lord Basil, I must say I'm impressed with the service tonight.
Ah, glad to hear it. Yes, I have visited Renai many a times. I used to live quite near there, actually, before the Salt was formed. Quite an unpleasant situation.
Indeed.
Yes. As you're eating, he will say, perhaps if you won't tell me that, you might help me in obtaining some more adamantium from another source.
It's
There-
possible.
There is a place nearby, although I don't know if you'd be able to gain access to it. Known as the Sealed Tomb.
Challenge accepted.
It is
Little quick on the uptake, Bree.
It is a well, not that much is known about it by the locals, but I've been doing a lot of research recently, and it is, I believe, the tomb of the last blood hunter.
Hold on, what's that?
Do we know what that means? Do our characters know?
My eyebrow just like.
Would that be a
quirks.
history check?
History checks, yes, on everyone who wants to make them. Bree, you may make it with advantage if you wish.
I can certainly try.
Yeah, that's too far away from me.
There it is.
Fuck this.
No, that's not.
Phineas might know.
Of course.
Faena.
So this actually works out really well because nearly everyone that knows is from the region, and then there's Bree. Yeah. So what you would know of the Blood Hunters is effectively they were a lost order that was. They were quite dark and secretive. Not that much was known about them, but they were dedicated to eradicating the Blood Rain.
Hey, I'm one of those.
But a few things you would know is that they might have been dabbling in what would be the right word here? Not heretical, but dark powers.
Hey, I'm one of those.
Don't trigger the paladin over here. I'm between you and him.
Go.
Just
Lucien has no idea, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know shit about it. I don't know about those information yet.
And from all accounts, the last blood hunter was buried in an adamantite sarcophagus.
Is there a reason they chose adamantite?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Phineas, he normally looks slightly suspicious of everything, but his eyes are very narrow listening to this. Usually there's a reason that you use lead or adamantite. There's usually a reason.
The reason they would have used that is that adamantine was favored by the Order, I'd imagine. A lot of their equipment was made of it. Their swords, their armor, their tombs.
Okay, just a historical thing, okay. It's not to protect people from whatever's inside.
Oh no, I sincerely doubt it. I have personally witnessed that not even the blood can get into this tomb. It just... At the entrance to the tomb is this sort of... It resembles lightning, but it's red. And anything that goes into it is effectively rather repelled, or if they keep pushing through, eventually obliterated.
That sounds like a challenge.
that sounds like death.
It's like a red lightning that prevents people from entering?
Yes.
Have
See the last. Sorry.
Have you attempted like going in wearing adamantine?
Yes.
Ah, okay. And why would you expect us to be able to get in then? Do you have a new plan and a new idea?
I have recently had to... Well, I was rather forced to come to terms with the fact that adventurers are very resourceful. You might figure something out that I have not.
Was he the last blood hunter ever, or just the last one to
The
die?
last knowing of one. Yes.
How much do you know about them?
There's not that many records. The last one was seemingly killed in a conflict with a strange cult-like group about, a millennia ago?
Know what the cult was called?
No, unfortunately not. Although, speaking of cults, I do know that there has been a group wearing iron masks poking around the tomb of late, trying to get in.
We're in.
Oh, okay.
Phineas, as soon as he says there's another cult poking around, I'm just like, Phineas is just like, I'm in!
Yep.
Let's
We
not
must help them.
Do it.
We've had a run-in with these cult members, I guess.
Yes, as have I. I was forced to accommodate them in my town back in Tull before I came here. They threatened my people, you know how it is.
Yeah.
If
They
after
got
being
in our way,
threatened-
we blew some of them up.
After being threatened by them, I think I can understand. Also, would I... Out of context. Would I recognize Tull?
The name Tull? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tull's a powerful
'Cause
nation in the south.
I'm pretty sure I was introduced to a certain one. Okay. Strikes a bell.
Tull
But
is
you make-
going through some very hard times right now. Sorry, you were asking me something.
I was going to say, do you make these contracts yourself, did you?
Yes, since moving here, I've taken up artificing. That's
The
why I
age
need
of
the
what?
adamantite, actually.
What do you need it for? You actually haven't said.
I'm building an adamantite golem.
Ooh.
Think of it
And
this
why
way.
would you need something like that? Just
Think
curiosity.
of it this way. During a blood rain, what is one of the biggest dangers?
The
Think
undead?
the stuff it spawns.
Yes, but the problem is, if we have valiant defenders standing against the blood, They die, they get up, and now they're our enemies. With constructs, we don't need to worry about that.
There is a look in Phineas's eyes of this man is a genius.
And as such, myself and a few others have been working on ways to combat the blood rain in a way that keeps people safer. We don't need to risk lives on the front lines all the time. Why, with enough golems, we could have them march into the blood plain.
I would probably need a lot for
Yes.
that.
But why adamantine? Why not just like steel or iron?
Yeah,
Oh,
what about
I've
these ones you got around
experimented.
here?
I've experimented with steel and iron, but the more powerful the metal, the stronger the golem. Adamantine's
Why
a
not?
lot more powerful.
And why not mithril or obsidian?
Obsidian isn't so good for golems, too brittle. Mithril, I have a mithril golem in the basement. And it is effective. It's very quick, for considering it's made of metal.
Can I see it?
It's not.
Phineas is shuffling like a kid, like an excited kid. He's like, I want to see it.
If you bring me back the sarcophagus, yes, we can include. I will give you I will allow you full access to observe my golems.
If only Phineas was smart, he would be going into Artificer just to reproduce golems.
We produce.
But who controls the golems?
Oh well. Generally, they obey their creator. So in this case, me.
Would you be able to transfer the control of those constructs?
Potentially.
Presumably you have to, although you should be going to the blood plains with them to command them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have a fairly wide range. And once you reach the blood plane, it's fairly simple to say, march in that direction and kill every blood thing you see.
We've seen some
Incredibly.
weird blood things recently.
There was one that looked like a giant demon.
This one looks like a dog.
That one was my
yeah.
favourite.
There
The
was a dog.
Hounds and the Juggernaut, by the sounds of things. Yes, they are quite... The
Pretty.
blood rain was rather unusual, actually.
In what way?
The creatures,
Well, there was
the creatures didn't seem to be actively hunting people down. They were all just headed west. Anything that got in their way was, of course, struck down. But if we didn't obstruct them, they just kept moving.
that's
West.
very weird.
Yeah.
Is that
Incredibly
the first time,
weird.
recorded? Is that behavior is the first time you've noticed that?
It has been recorded once before. About 32. It's in the span of 30 to 35 years ago, before the blood plane became a thing. They were seen during some blood rains in the years leading up to it, traveling towards the blood plane for the duration of the rain. Yes.
Would that mean that another blood plane could be in the making if that state of phenomenon repeats itself?
Oh, I hope not. That would be disastrous.
Yeah.
We
What
haven't even managed to contain that one yet.
What exactly would be your interest? Is it business or is it philanthropy?
Can I not just wish to protect people from the rain?
I'm okay. That's philanthropy then. I was just wondering.
Oh, I don't doubt there'll be some business, and to be honest, I would like to be able to return to my home, but that might be difficult.
Why? Why so difficult?
He's going to gesture as the golems clean away the appetizers, just sort of leaning on the table and stippling his fingers. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, I was forced to accommodate those iron-masked heathens down south. Because I've been rather outspoken in the past about some of the decisions of the Queen, and other events, including a protege of mine by the name of Flavin betraying the crown, I was accused of doing the same and driven out by the Queen and a group of adventurers. I didn't even get a trial. I was just immediately condemned, judged, juried, and would have been executioned. if it wasn't for my magical talents managing to get me out of there in time.
Is it telling us the full truth? Do we get the sense that he's telling everything as he believes?
Give me an insight check, Lucien.
I was considering doing that, but thank you.
You get the sense there's more to... From where he's sitting, he's not lying, but he's also not saying absolutely everything.
Okay. That does sound horrible. Did the queen work with the masked cult?
No, she used the fact that I was accommodating them to protect the people of my town against me.
So they sort of used your people as hostages against you, or threatened your people if you did not cooperate?
They were killing my people, yes.
What more do you know about them, their practices, their beliefs? What do you
Not
know
that much. I know that they have some connection or worship for the Blood Rain as madmen. You know what it's like. If something exists, madmen will worship it. You could tell them that leopard over there will eat their face and they'll still try to worship it. He's not gesturing to Snow as he says this, he's just giving an example.
I do still squint my eyes.
Alas, Tull is going through difficult times at the moment. The current queen is, I'm going to be honest, not really fit to rule. She's made a lot of questionable decisions that have turned a lot of the pureblood Tullians against her.
such
What's
as?
the queen's? Okay, such as. Yeah, you go first.
No, sorry, go ahead, Faena.
I was say, what's the queen's name?
Livia Tull.
I'm trying to ascertain more about the cultists. Do you know anything about the matron at all?
Could I have a bit more context?
Of the masked cultists.
Oh, I'm afraid no, I'm not familiar.
Fair enough.
But yes, think she's... For example, I fully accept that Irex is an incredibly powerful wizard, but the position of Grand Wizard of Tull has always belonged to a pureblood. To give it to a half-blood, let alone one that is a dragonborn, is just... no.
Is he talking aristocracy or racism?
A bit of both.
Okay.
It doesn't help that there is some people in our nation trying to stir problems at the moment by calling the half-bloods tainted. But that is what it is. Faena, give me an Arcana check, seeing as you are a wizard.
Okay. That's... my bonus for this isn't correct. Should be 3 higher.
It should be plus 10.
Yeah.
Are you meant to have expertise? Oh, you're meant to have expertise in it, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's fine, I'll fix that quickly. There we go, expertise, done.
It should be a 14.
You're supposed to have expertise in something else as well, aren't you? Is it investigation?
Yep.
Speaking of it, Shalin, did you choose your other proficiency? I can't remember.
I put in the expertise from getting to level 6, but I didn't.
Well, I sent you a message on Discord yesterday.
Yes!
While you're figuring that one out. So 14, yeah, that'd be sufficient. Faena, you've heard... Most wizards have heard of Irex. Irex is one of the most powerful wizards, if not the most powerful wizard in this part of the world.
No. Celebrity.
A blue dragonborn.
Is there...
This person specifically.
In the general sense of the world, okay, that type of dragonborn, it's not like the lizard boy, it's more like a sort of draconic sorcerer.
Dragonborn, like Tabaxi and such, can be anything from what Snow is to more human appearing with certain features. She is,
You're telling us?
for all intents purposes, she is the Dragonborn race.
Okay.
Where are you seeing this? Nothing came up on my screen.
Oh, I put her literally in front
In
of
the
you.
middle of the table, like
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
And what's the general consensus, like in the general population or culturally for people from Brunei? What their opinion of Dragonborns and similar subs?
They wouldn't really have any problems with them.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think the Inquisition were the same. They didn't really have too much problems with them.
yeah. As long as they follow fate, they are fine. They are still all equal under fate.
Yeah, just making sure.
And also, we've just learned there are cat girls in this world.
Yay.
Damn it, Frost.
I mean, you already knew. I'm sure I've told you that before.
No, but I forget because
He has, I'm sure. I bet.
If Phineas dies, I'm coming back as a cat girl.
that's one weird way of being regenerated. Did you add cat girls to the regeneration table of what species you can come back as?
Well, Tabaxi. So yes.
Okay, how to kill Phineas?
Don't worry, he's on that path himself.
Yeah.
Besides, he's going to look over to Faena, recognizing a fellow practitioner of the wizardly ways. Irex is of the belief that there is a 10th level of magic, which is madness.
Crazy. But then again, I mean, it's possible.
You never know until you find something.
I think
Indeed.
we have thousands of years of people trying to push magic to its very limit. You think we wouldn't have discovered 10th level by now? Even if it was only
I
theoretical?
haven't tried.
Well,
Oh, are you a practitioner of magic, Lady Bree?
And I
Bree.
used the Hat of Vermin.
So you...
Everything went quiet. I missed everything from after.
There was a silence, and it was just Bree then said, I used the hat of vermin.
Oh, okay, there was a silence. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Because I just heard Bree say, because I haven't tried to do it. Like, are you okay?
So what do you pull out of the hat of vermin?
All right.
Do you keep a pet
Am I
rat?
am I cutting out?
No,
yeah,
you're fine.
yeah.
You're fine, Cat.
Have a rat.
Is that your pet? He seems
There's now a-
confused.
There's now a rat somewhere.
I now pull out a frog.
Do you just keep vermin in your hat? I'm rather confused. Hello?
I then pull an egg out of my pocket.
Are you trying to say you're some kind of conjurer?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Never really dabbled with conjuration myself.
He's very
Gonna
good at
stare
it.
at my egg.
He's very good at it.
Around this point in the mains they brought out, we're talking hog roast, vegetarian dishes, a proper vegan dish for Faena, as was requested.
Yeah.
oh yes.
No tofu.
I was insistently difficult.
Phineas is gonna take a bit of everything.
So,
Oh.
to bring it back around, the sealed tomb, if you wish to try and access it, is about a day's travel north of here.
Oh.
And if you are willing to access it, he will pull a small pouch off, well, smaller than the big, massive one he was offering Bree, off of his belt and hand it to Lucien. This is a 5,000 gold down payment.
Oh.
You're also welcome to keep anything you find in the tomb. I only want the adamantine.
Understood. Granted that we do enter in this deal, you did mention that a cult seemed to be also interested by the tomb. Do you know what they'd be looking for? What type of interest they would have about it?
I honestly couldn't. Maybe they're interested in the dark magics that the Blood Hunters used, or maybe they just want the loot that might be lying within. I don't know, but they have been trying to brute force their way in.
Would you allow me and my comrades to discuss in private if we take up on this mission before answering?
Of course, you don't need to decide today. You don't need to decide so long as you let me know before you leave town.
Understood. Lucien would just give back the pouch as we haven't accepted the contract yet.
He'll take it.
Well, I must say, so you're excellent company and a very fine host.
He'll lift his wine glass in toast to that.
Ching.
I'm not doing it.
I would.
I'll lift my glass because, yeah.
I lift my egg.
I'll take a sip.
It's just a fine, potentially elvish wine.
Nom nom nom.
No, it's an egg.
Yes, and an egg.
If anyone was to read Lucien's mind, he would think like, oh, that's a perfectly adequate approximation of wine. That's good.
Snob. Yes, from that... yes, so if you do agree, it'll be a 5,000 down payment and then 20,000 afterwards, as well as anything you find inside will be your own, be yours to take if you wish. And
I have a couple of questions.
Yes, of course.
Would it be enough to make a golem?
What do you mean?
Like, would there be enough material to make a golem? How big are the golems?
Truth be told, the golem's already largely made. I just need a bit more. Like, as I've said, your companion's breastplate would be enough. With a sarcophagus, I would be able to greatly strengthen the golem, though. Or have enough left over to do something else with.
But if we're getting you more material, would it be more prudent to give us a bit more currency for that?
I'm already paying massively above the worth of adamantine.
Insight check. Phineas is like...
This was actually incited last time.
We did that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he is like genuinely paying way over.
Yeah, his offer is more than honest. It's almost ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it was... I think it's like 25 times the value of the breastplate he's offering.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would have gone, yeah, sure, we'll buy another one when we come across it.
Yeah, but Bree.
It's her choice.
Yeah, but Phineas is a greedy little man.
Well, it's her body armor, her choice.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
What's my second question? Yeah, that was my second question. I've run out of questions.
Well, is there anything any of the rest of you wish to know?
Actually, I do have a question.
Yes.
So you said you're an artificer.
I'm a wizard, but implementing some artificing into my construction of these golems.
Would you like to trade some spells later?
I would
Copy
have
those
to
notes.
look out one of my old spell books, but I could consider it, yes.
Or even when we get back, that'll still be fun. Always need more spells.
Certainly worth consideration.
Nom 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 nom
Nom,
nom
nom,
nom.
nom.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm just imagining Phineas with a pile of just random shit on his plate from every platter.
This is good food. We live off of trail mix half the time.
Yes, as I understand it, the life of an adventurer is not an easy one when it comes to cuisine.
We have some pretty confident cooks in our party.
Yeah, we make do. Lady Bree over there is very
Brilliant
confident.
baker. Nom nom.
And
Thank you.
we do make do. We try to travel with a bit of comfort from home, if you if you may understand.
Of course.
Shoot.
Very well then.
He's very
Yeah.
good at baguettes.
For the rest of the party, you probably would have noticed that Lucien has been eating very properly, always using the proper fork and whatever, being very on a high horse about his own etiquette, being almost enjoying the ritual aspect of the meal more than the food itself.
Complete opposite of Bree.
Exactly.
But yeah. Oh, there is another thing you might find down there. Possibly, I hope you might anyway, is some records of the Blood Hunters. Such tomes could be of immense value, both in terms of gold and knowledge.
Yeah.
And because you said you're only after the adamantite, I'm sure we'll find use for them.
Of course. Although if you would let me peruse them at some point, that would be appreciated. But yes, my primary interest is the adamantine.
Also, Lord Basil, you said you were hunted out of your town by the Queen and some adventurers.
Yes.
We have traveled quite far and wide. We might head to Toll at some point. Would you be interested in us hunting down those adventurers?
Now there is a thought, but I wouldn't want them killed, you understand? They're just adventurers doing their jobs. Although if you
And
were...
put eggs in their pocket.
Yeah, or if you were to, don't mention my name, of course, push them towards this place, or even capture them, so that I may finally get my chance to explain my side of things, that would be appreciated.
It's a possibility.
Insight check him.
What would they look like? I mean, a group of adventurers from Toll is not quite a description, I'm afraid.
First, the insight check, please, Zaelste.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants to do more than just talk to them, but he's been polite.
I figured.
He's our kind of man.
If you will give me one moment, he'll start to wave his hand in the air, casting minor image, because he can do
Oh
that.
boy.
Woo!
There is. Let me see. There was this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Why are some of them hurt?
They just got pulled from wherever they were.
I recognize those names. Oh. Sorry. Just having a moment as a player, just like, oh my god.
Kirsty, you recognize the names.
Yes, that's what I said. I recognize the names. Phineas does not.
I don't know why their names aren't actually just showing, but yeah.
Two
Yes.
of them are.
This is a group that. This is the group as I remember them. They do look like this, so they look a bit different, like a bit more. What would be the right words?
Exaggerated.
No beard.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
think
he wouldn't have a
Oren
beard.
Wouldn't have a beard.
He wouldn't have a beard. He does have the scar. But
Yeah.
no, I mean more like menacing in some ways, like more like almost like a street gang kind of
Right,
people,
okay.
as opposed to
Yeah.
adventures.
He's artistic flair.
Zaelste, you've met these people.
Yes, I have. And I'm saying nothing and trying not to show it.
But yes, those fellows, led by the Queen, invaded my home, attacked me, forced me to use my magic to flee.
We'll see what we can do, but first we'll discuss going to this crypt.
I am sorry you were chased out of your home.
Yeah, so am I. I do miss Tull. Don't get me wrong, the locals here are very pleasant, but they're also quite,
Thoughts?
Volatile.
Yes.
In the literal
Side eye
sense.
from Bree.
One of them went screaming past my past the path to my mansion the other day on what he called a motorized horse. He crashed into a tree and it blew up.
Maybe it isn't the guy we met.
Didn't they launch your house into the sky? Did one of them tell me?
No,
Did I
that's
misremember?
the town hall, wasn't it?
It was
The
the town
mayor?
hall, I think, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened, but I have heard about it, yes. They're very enthusiastic about their science and not so much on the safety.
I mean, that sounds like a great place to be.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard them say stuff like, "We'll secure this in production."
Yes. Well, at least most of their focus these days is on those, what are they, locomotives, as they call them.
Not a fan, personally.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, me
Oh.
neither.
Eh,
Seems wasteful. Ruins nature.
It's not that I don't see your point, but I can't help but see the benefits as well. If I wanted to, for example, travel across the Great Bridge to a town, I could get there a lot quicker and safer. Imagine if I'd been caught in those dual blood rains traveling on foot.
Didn't one of the trains get stolen by a Vok?
So I've heard. I guess being a large metal and rather shiny thing might have attracted the bird.
Yeah, sounds more
probably
like,
loud and annoying it, to be honest.
I'm gonna have to find that thing at some point.
Have you heard that they plan to put one of those things in a boat?
One of those things? What, a train?
Yeah, like the way it moves in a boat.
The
How would-
mechanism, I believe.
But wheels wouldn't work in a boat.
Yes, I don't really know how that would work.
And those things are noisy. One of the pleasure of sea travels is the noises, or like they're of
We chatted-
a boat, like the
We
wind in the sail.
chatted with Crafty, and he was talking about what was it, Aerith? I think we're planning on trying to do it.
Oh, well, Aerith is a very strange place. Too many tabaxi for my tastes. No offense.
How so?
What do you mean?
How are they
Why
strange?
is there a strange place?
Oh,
I've
did
never been there.
I cut off or something?
I think Discord went weird because I didn't hear anything for a bit.
So he said, Aerith is a strange place. Too many tabaxi for my taste. No offense, is what he said.
Ooh.
Some take 'em.
Well, I mean, you appear to be a tabaxi from the mountains, correct? Judging by your coat?
Correct.
Yes, you're quite different to the island tabaxi, who are a lot more aggressive. And often pirates.
Yeah.
Your
Take them under their chin, they'll be relaxed then. I'm an expert now on tabaxis.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. There's no ice, no. See, very friendly.
Just a big sigh.
Well, we can't all be descendants of the Lucien, I guess.
What's that?
The Lucien, this almost mythical race from before the Starfall that the Tullians claim to be descended from.
I think we've heard of. That's the player speaking. I think we've heard of those before.
You have. They've come up a few times. In all three campaigns.
What was that again, sorry?
The Lucien.
Would that be a history check? Because, like, I don't know if that's the player forgetting if we already knew stuff about it, but or if it's just something that I might have missed.
What Frosth remembers is that it's a race or an ethnic that disappeared really quickly after the Blood Rain started and the Starfall.
The Starfall.
Yeah.
They created the devices, like the ones that you like the stone that you've got that's just always cold in which I think your party's actually forgotten about at this point.
No, I remember. We just never had the use for it, and that's in the North campaign.
Yeah.
But,
North as well.
Are they related to the facilities? So Lucien.
That's generally unknown.
Okay.
Yes. The Tullians believe that they are descended from the Lucien, and that's one of the reasons they're so high and mighty about being pure-blooded. Because it means they can directly trace themselves back, or so they claim.
Okay.
At this point, they'll bring out dessert.
Yeah.
Ooh, dessert!
Cakes, trifle, that kind of stuff.
I would like to get a slice of something that would be vegan for Faena and nicely dish it out for her. And then
Probably
start going, nom 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 nom, with no grace whatsoever.
Sorbet.
Great.
Yeah, you probably have sorbet.
Yay.
I've heard that the, bringing the conversation back around to Aerith for a moment, I hear they've invented some interesting things there of late. A flatbread covered in cheese and tomato, for example, as well as a cake made of cheese? I don't quite understand it myself.
I need it.
It tastes good. It sounds like it tastes good.
That does sound interesting. I'm sure different regions have their own specialty on how they do it.
Most likely.
Now Bree's mission to find a recipe for this said cake of cheese.
Is this campaign going to steadily turn into a gourmand trip of the world?
Yes.
I mean, we have two very good chefs. So.
Yeah, two very good chefs and a Phineas who will eat anything.
And a cat that will not eat anything. Except the one berry a day.
Yeah, of course the cat would be a picky eater.
Yes.
So Snow's not been eating anything this entire time?
Been eating good berries.
Just good berries, yeah.
Basil will look over at this point and be like, is the food not to your liking?
I've already eaten enough for today. I don't want to get fat.
He gives you a very long stare. It takes more than one meal to make you fat, yes sir.
True, but bad habits start somewhere, and I'd like to keep in front of them.
Just imagine the Snow with a pot belly after this meal.
Well then, do you have any other questions for me? Anything at all?
Who's your chef?
He'll snap his fingers and one of the golems will walk out.
You managed to teach one of those constructs how to cook this well? How?
They can follow instructions. You give them a recipe with precise instructions and they follow it.
But can they vary on the recipe aside from mistakes?
No, they are not creative. All they can really do is take a bunch of stuff other people have made and stick it together. I wouldn't call that real, personally. I wouldn't call it art, but they can recreate food pretty well.
Yeah, you sense that Lucien is now uneasy about the whole concept of food being created by construct, but still impressed. There's no...
Believe me, if the recipe is even a little wrong, they begin going haywire, and at least one of them once painted a wall in cream. It was a mess.
Oh dear.
This is... Yes, I can imagine, and there can be any, adaptation or soul based on the specificity of the ingredient. I I'm still impressed, but it's.
I would like to hire a proper chef at some point, but I've not had a chance to meet one yet.
Yeah, those are incredibly rare.
Of course, I'm not referring to you two when I say this, Lady Bree. It's simply that
He means someone who has had official training.
I mean someone that can stay. As far as I understand, you are adventurers, are you not?
Yes, we
For
are.
now. Maybe a retirement plan at some point might be a good choice. But for now, we adventure.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll find enough goods in that tomb to retire on. Certainly, a lot of people could get retire with 25,000 gold.
Now that you brought it up, is there a reason you have no, like, living staff?
I had to move out here in a bit of a hurry. I simply haven't had time to run a recruitment drive. I was driven out with very little.
You call 25,000 gold very little.
I mean, very little. That is, I just divested some assets. I visited that. Again, I keep mentioning the place for some reason today. Aerith. I visited the Grand Bank there and divested of my assets. And moved to here.
Yes, he just couldn't bring in any of his memories or past.
Yes, my belongings, my servants.
Were we
understand.
told how long he's been here? I can't remember.
Not that long.
One season.
Yeah. He turned up during the winter.
Okay. Okay.
And good help is very difficult to find if you want to hire
The
someone for the long term.
The goblins are lovely folk, but I'd rather not have them decide that my stove would be better with 6 extra burners that could heat up to the heat of the sun, for example.
They do seem to have a very impressive control of heat, though, because those machines that they use for those locomotions is very seem to be very impressive. In I could imagine a gigantic oven done with one of those.
A steam oven. Interesting.
Wouldn't that just be a furnace?
I'm sure if you suggest it to one of them, they'll come up with an idea for it. They seem very keen
They'll
to
rather
just...
come up with an idea for it, or they'll create something else entirely that goes boom.
Either way, it's good entertainment.
Probably both.
Now, it is getting late. At this point, it would be late.
Is he doing the right and slapping his knee?
No, he's a noble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, we'll thank you very much for your invitation. We will take under consideration your offer, and we will let you know before leaving town should we act upon it.
Of course. If I am not here, I will be in the market.
Lucien will courteously stand up and do a small little grateful bow, and await his comrades to either do the same because he expects them to be better, or
You're expecting the wrong thing.
Leave
I'm
a
going towards the door.
Did you bow before you moved away from the table? Because I just have this image of you like headbutting the table as you bow.
Face planting what's left of a tart.
He stood up first. He's not a complete moron, and he just follows the etiquette that he is aware of.
I will raise a courteous nod.
Snow stands up, tries to imitate Lucien, probably not very much succeed, and just walk off.
Lucien will remember this.
Phineas will be entirely courteous and surprise most people with his manners, having eaten a lot, and he's like, "Thank you very much for dinner," and gives him a slight bow,
Oh gosh.
and then like waddles off.
Bree is gonna sort of get up and walk down the table, and then just walk up to Basil
You will look down.
and just being like a low voice, be like, "Were blood hunters bad?"
I wouldn't say so. They opposed the blood rain and did everything they could to destroy it. I would not say that's evil, would you?
No. Thank you. And I give a tiny little curtsy and I run out the room.
But wait, you're a halfling. You're equivalent of a hobbit. You bow to no one.
Oh, I know reference. My brain was like, I don't get it. Oh wait. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm leant up against the wall because I'm waiting for Frosth to come out.
Who's that?
Well, yeah.
Lucien, sorry.
Lucien just seems to be waiting for everyone to leave.
Jagdek, Phineas, are you leaving?
Oh, yeah. How? Why wouldn't it let me move?
I won't be a barbarian and climb over the table. I will walk around it like a normal person.
I walked around the table.
I wasn't talking about barbarian specifically as you, as in I was literally just gonna move my character so it drew across the table.
As you're leaving Jagdek, Basil raises glass to you. I hope we have a more chance to talk another time. You were quite quiet this evening.
I have a lot on my mind, a lot to think about. Of what you said this evening. There's a lot to ponder.
Of course. Okay.
Okay, and so we leave.
Well, Zaelste was waiting for you. So...
Yeah, Lucien.
Yes.
As you're literally exiting the door, you just see me, and you just hear me say your name.
Yes.
And Faena's nearby, so she can listen in.
And Jagdek hears all and sees all.
Yeah, Jagdek is, yeah.
That reminds me, I forgot to enable observant on him. Hang on, there we go.
I don't suppose we know of any way of spotting, like, hidden stuff? Like, I get it was, like, he seemed truthful, but there was also a lot he wasn't saying, and I'm just...
Yeah, it did seem to be quite hesitant in
certain things.
Some things, but maybe it's, some truths may be painful and memories may be best forgotten.
I mean, fair. Is there a way that we can, I don't know, see hidden things, know what's around us like that? Just for my own peace of mind.
Okay, I will. I assume I'm still in the next to the door, so I will just turn around and DM.
Yes.
Is there any visible sign when a paladin uses divine sense?
So you have the new divine sense. No.
Okay, then I would just make a sweep through the place. Look at the constructs. Look at him. Look at the ground, the ceiling. Essentially.
So for the next 10 minutes, you can just sense where if any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of you.
Yes, but also if a place has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. You don't currently sense anything.
Okay. And
it's the word currently.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be limited by...
It's not. It's much better than the old divine sense.
Okay, we can see through walls with that then now?
You can't see, but you can sense.
Okay,
so like, if there was, say there was an undead here.
Behind the door, yeah.
You would be able to sense there's an undead there. But you wouldn't be able to see it. You just know it's there.
So there's nothing unholy deserving of being purged that I sense. Okay. For now. Lucien will turn to Zaelste and say, well, I'm trying to sense things near us, and it doesn't seem anything is out of order, at least not within my my abilities.
Okay, I've already said I have problems with nobles, and they never say everything they truly mean, so it's just,
Well,
And I found it weird that he's got nobody living here except himself and his golems. That's all. It was.
This is one of the things that troubled my mind. It's his intentions seem well. It's true that golems are not living. They can't. If they fall, they can't be controlled.
They also can't betray their maker.
But they can't betray their maker, and on top of that, there's an element of it going against the natural order of the world where everything is like there is beauty in life as much as there is horror in death. And
It does seem
well,
to
lack
it does seem to understand that though. Is regretful of not having a chef yet, but is remember this is a man that has been prosecuted, that has been persecuted and driven out of his home. He's probably still feeling very much unsafe and maybe disconstructs in his very own wizardly way and eccentric way. Maybe they provide a sense of safety after what he has gone through. He's lost his home, his life, his belongings, his close ones. He's alone here. But those creatures won't driving out of his home, and he will defend him. As they will even try to feed him and clothing. I can get what is going on, what is going through.
I can get where he's coming from, but at the same time, there's a lot to be said in. There is madness in solitude, and he is at risk of it.
Well, maybe tonight was a little glimpse of what has been lacking this past few months. When was winter?
It's not been that long since winter. I have to check the campaign notes. Actually, I think you're halfway into spring now.
Yeah, so it's a few weeks only at best.
Yeah.
So it's not been around that long. And you know, finding a very good chef that's not a matter of weeks. That's a matter of months, sometimes years. One that is willing to work and set up roots in the kitchen. Yes.
As you are passing through this small ballroom,
yes,
on the very tip, at the furthest below point it can be from where you are, you get for just a moment a blip of something wrong.
I get back to where I sensed it.
Just there. It's so on the cusp that you almost like. It's almost just like a bad, like when you're on the very edge of a bad smell.
Do I get a sense of if it's undead or it's more like the place is?
It more feels like something's desecrated deep below you. At like the very top of whatever is desecrated is 60 feet below you.
Okay. In terms of that's 20 meters below us.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
The typical basement, how deep is it?
Not 60 feet.
Okay, so his house is potentially built on top of a cemetery. Is there Indian cemeteries down here? I was phrasing it as a joke, but is it possible that there's something below this house? How recent is the house?
The house you were told was only constructed in winter.
He said his basement had a mithril golem in it. He has a basement.
Yeah, maybe it's okay.
Is his basement that far down?
For himself for now.
You never know.
I'm gonna start playing the piano.
Are you any good at playing the piano?
Performance.
Give me a performance check.
I mean, has we noticed Lucien stop? Oh my god.
Does the piano get to draw a card from the deck?
Yep.
Congratulations, you broke the piano.
He gave the piano inspiration.
The sound of the piano is so discordant that it's the equivalent of cats' claws on a chalkboard to the rest of you in the room. Lucien, this would definitely distract you from sensing that thing below.
Yes, like Lucien will come back to himself and let's continue going out and we have much to discuss.
Can I go over and see if the piano is actually working, or if it is actually Faena's fault?
Sure. That would be a let's say Tinker's Tools check.
He'd start off by pressing a couple of the keys and then, go in with the Tinker's Tools. if the thing is not broken, he's going to pretend like it was, and pretend to fix it.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out the room because that noise.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Lucien
The
will take
piano is pristine. It's brand new. It's It's very well built, and there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever.
Did
Okay.
Faena desecrate the piano?
Don't worry. There was a broken piece in here. I fixed it. And then he's
Oh.
gonna do a little tinkle like. Ding. Yes, it works now. Come on, Faena, quick. Let's move.
I'll try another tune.
No,
Oh, God.
no. he's just like he
Playing
pulls
it.
on your hand. He's like, come on.
It does sound a little bit better. Just a little.
Uh,
Do you believe that the owner of the place has an automaton that plays music?
Probably.
It would sound not quite right. I think it would be too perfect.
Yeah, and he would probably call it an auto-tune.
Which way do we go?
South.
Oh God.
You set yourself up for this awful pun.
Yes, I did, and shut the fuck up. Are you going in or out?
This is a comfortable couch.
You can go left or right from there, then down and around the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll do everything I can to make sure you never get embarrassed by anything.
Except
Thank you.
We should probably leave. We can't take the couch with us, and now I'm upset about that.
We'll come back and assist in it another day.
Hey, if he's a bad person, we could steal it.
I hope he's not. I want to work with him.
Yes.
We share a goal, so it makes sense I work with him.
Okay. So,
Intentions do not make the man.
I see you, Bree.
What?
What are you doing?
Where is Bree?
Yeah, okay.
He's
Lucien,
not doing anything.
Frost, very much like Lucien, has no
Bree.
passive perception and did not
Hello.
notice Bree hidden over there.
Hi.
Bree,
What are
are
you
you
doing?
doing anything?
Not anymore.
Probably not best to anger the man.
I put the giant's finger bone back in my pocket.
Hey, I still have a bad feeling about him. Maybe you can do it later.
I think that's the
He-
first
he-
time you've endorsed anything of Bree's chaotic.
I said
Lucien.
if.
Lucien, as a noble, is it a trend to keep out-of-tune pianos?
It might be the only piano he could have purchased in a short notice around here. You know,
That must be it.
yes,
Yes, that would make sense. You played perfectly well after I'd fixed it, once the
Yeah,
others
well-
had left.
I didn't know you had those talents, Phineas. That's you're very handy.
I do try.
Mm-hmm. I, as a note, as we head out and we are out of mechanical earshots, I do sense that the person we've met tonight is well intended. However, as we passed through his one of his halls where the piano was, I did indeed sense some weirdness well below ground. Maybe a place that has, or something that has been desecrated. I am now very much curious as to what he keeps in his basement. Maybe if we do take upon the mission and we do go see the automatons, as Phineas has suggested, maybe we'll know a bit more what's happening. But it's perhaps he's just studying undead things down there, or something is unwell.
Perhaps
I have a
because
question,
the-
though.
On a consecrated area or desecrated area, not knowing that it is.
That, I would like to believe that that's the simplest explanation. Yes.
I've just thought. He said it's a sarcophagus made of adamantine. How are we supposed to transport that?
A good question.
Well,
Reflexes.
yeah, Lucien will look at Lady Bree and say, well, I'm sure we can manage.
Perhaps we can get him to exchange the payment, the advance payment, for something more useful.
Well, I believe the norm is that the advance payment is to cover any advances that the job would incur. So maybe we can use that to purchase maybe little.
One of those bags with a pocket
the
dimension
name
in
in
it.
common, but an item that allows us to carry heavy weight, maybe with little wheels.
I'm just gonna look at my cart.
Yeah.
I mean, no, something
We have to
smaller.
get it to the cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something that would enable, for example, to move a piano or a fridge.
We have a couple of strong people in our group. Phineas, I think we'll manage. Worst case scenario, it has to be cut up and done in pieces.
And I have to admit, given our past interaction with those masked heretics, I very much would like to know what's interesting them in this tomb.
What if
And,
he's still
blood
working with them?
That's a concern, actually.
I did not get that sense from him. He seemed very bitter about what those people were doing to his subjects. That's maybe not something that you believe in, Zaelste, but
See, the thing is, I know the people who ran him out of town.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, at least helped, I guess. And they don't seem to do that kind of stuff unless it's necessary.
could they have been manipulated by the queen or by the situation?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know this queen.
What do we know of this queen, DM?
History check by Zaelste and Lucien.
Mhm.
Since they're the ones having the conversation.
No,
Yeah,
fuck.
Lucien-
Queen has inspiration.
She gets inspiration.
Yeah, the queen gets inspiration.
Please no.
Hundreds of miles away, the queen suddenly realizes she can re-roll a d20.
Oh, wow, she's a basic bitch. She gets just a regular inspiration.
Well, no, because you must use the new result. So it's actually worse than the old inspiration.
Okay.
But yes,
Don't really know anything.
You're only
Lucien,
there a
it's
very
almost
short time.
sad how little you know, given that Tull is a neighbor to where Renai used to be, and probably a frequent trading partner.
Yeah, I must have gone there thousands of times, but never just. She's a recent queen. Maybe I just.
She's been
I
queen for
don't-
30 years.
Oh. He did say new queen, that's why I thought. Okay. Yeah, I've never really paid much attention to. I only looked at the business laws and if we could do business in their lands. I've never paid attention to our internal policies beyond that. It's, if he had been, maybe he was just a fall guy. Often failures fall upon the head of the leaders.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
At least as if he was responsible for a small piece of land and had people under his guard, failing to protect them was his responsibility. So in a way, he might have been both a fall guy and deserving of punishment, but still being driven out of his home when he clearly had good intent for his people was, I would say, unfair.
Yeah, I don't know enough. I can only go and tell you what I experienced with that group. Although they did have one missing. They only showed 4 of them.
How chaotic were they? How did they tend to just
Did I miss something?
do missions? Like if they are just iron
Echo.
swords?
Right, yeah, well, he would. I'm not showing him for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Did you get a sense that they were just hired swords and did not put much ethical thoughts behind their mission?
they-
being accepted?
They were definitely hired for a job that when I got there.
Mhm.
They were hired to do a thing. Turns out they were hired by a dwarf. That wasn't a dwarf.
So they do have an history of being fooled by their contractors. Their employers.
I mean, that was just one. And very convincing. Wasn't a dwarf.
What was it?
What was it?
A dragon.
Yeah, that would do it.
You've met a dragon.
Yes, I shot one.
Why would you shoot a dragon?
He was a dwarf at the time, and he didn't do what I told him to do.
Why'd you shoot a dwarf?
Because he didn't do what I told him to do. He was going to trap us in a cave, and I told him to stop, but he didn't. So I shot.
You should lead by that and explaining that it was in defense of yourself, rather than just shooting at someone disobeying.
Look, I told him to stop. He was going to do something with it. We just got into a cave. He got really suspicious. I told him to stop walking away from us. He didn't, and I fired.
Okay, fair
That
enough.
seems fair.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
And then he turned into a dragon.
Ah. That's unfair of him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, yeah. But that does set up a precedent of this group being unscrupulous in their...
They were going to help. I think it was the dwarves in gold tier?
Mm-hmm. Guilty,
Yeah.
Well,
If any of you know what that is, I don't think I
I'm
do,
from
but I
there.
know. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I'm from there.
Oh shit, these are the wrong character sheets. These are all the old ones.
Wait, you're from gold tier?
Do you know what happened there the last whole month?
Do I?
Give me a history
Yes.
check.
Would Lady Bree know about what happened in her lands?
No.
No.
You've not paid any attention to
too
the
busy
recent
cooking.
events.
Learning how to cook. That was it.
You've been a bit busy in the Inquisition.
That's true, yeah.
That's interesting knowledge, Bree.
Didn't I mention that?
No.
I learned from all the dwarves how to cook down there.
And
That
this group
does
was
explain a lot.
going. This group was going to help them. Apparently, that's what the dragon wanted them to do.
Doesn't that then make them good guys?
it makes them naive.
Possibly.
Not
Most likely.
heretics, but naive. And naive people can do things dangerous, especially when directed by people that manipulate them.
True.
This is a very meta sentence for Lucien. Well,
Read his yawns at this point.
I'd like to take up the job that we've been offered, just to.
I want to know what's in the tomb.
I need to know what's in the tomb.
Considering what you said, Lucien, that there's something off down there.
I take it you guys as you are walking and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're not just gonna literally walk out and go, what did you do? Stand here, do nothing.
Wherever the inn is, I'm assuming town or residential.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure we do not want masked heretics to get anything from within that.
Oh yeah, we hate those guys. We have a vendetta.
Yeah. And
And-
I'm
Very
just
much like
concerned
them,
that
though.
he's still associated with them, especially after you sense that underground.
I'm sure that we'll go see in his underground afterwards, and if there is anything to deal with, we will deal with it. I have full faith in our abilities, and if we are fated to succeed, we will succeed.
I mean, Phineas did already state that he kind of wants to see the golems down there. We could use that.
We have every reasons to see his basement. It's gonna go fine.
I have a theory, friends.
Nothing good
Including-
is ever placed in a basement.
I don't know.
We haven't had good situations where we've gone underground.
What's your theory, Faena?
I have
Yes.
a theory. This orb that the cultists want might actually unlock the crypt.
I was
Oh.
thinking that, but I thought I was being stupid. Well, it sounds smart coming from you.
Thank
I
you.
have a different theory,
Yes.
also concerning the orb.
Yeah.
It attracts the blood creatures.
That's
Because
also
the blood
occurred to me.
creatures here when the blood rain happened were doing an exodus towards us.
the west. Yeah.
Which is where we were.
I was-
What is west is also where the matron is. So I think maybe it was not us, even though we were west at the time, but more
But
west.
there were way more than we expect to see.
Lucien,
When
if that
we were
were
there.
true, then it would be a natural occurrence. This was a freak occurrence.
I was wondering if maybe
The
I could
exception
open.
is our proximity.
Remember, the stuff from the east that was spawning was coming towards us too.
I think even given the activity that we saw with the orb while we were there, we can say for certain that it has some attractive properties to those of the blood rain.
Bree, you were saying something.
I was saying, I was wondering if maybe I could open the tomb. Like, I might have some power there. I can't remember at this point if Bree has mentioned to anyone.
Nope.
Nope.
What do you mean, Lady Bree? Do you believe you?
She can just push open the door, is what she
Yeah,
said.
it's just strong.
Oh, okay.
No. Remember when we were in that other place and everyone got powers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got tainted.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Tainted?
I think I'm a blood hunter.
Oh, awesome.
That's interesting.
I
So
can just
I was
tap it.
wondering. I guess I don't know. I touched it and it was just. I felt like my blood was burning and I had like control over my blood.
That's interesting.
That's weird.
That's
Fascinating.
Yeah. What Faena said.
Mine was very different.
Mine was also very different.
I was sneaking in the shadows, stalking some prey, and that was about it.
I saw my grandma, and she taught me how to throw things from my hands, not like fireballs, but like kabooms.
That's also concerning, considering your grandma's a hag.
Yeah,
I feel relieved that I didn't touch anything.
So I'd very much like to go to the tomb.
Yeah.
We are going to the tomb with
Yeah.
or without his guidance. It's just
Going
do we
on a
also...
tomb hunt, we're gonna destroy a big one. It doesn't
Phineas,
quite work.
Phineas, can I finish my sentence, please?
Sorry.
It's just I don't know if you can trust Lord Basil. As
Mm-mm.
Zaelste, you said you know those adventurers and they seemed okay. And Lucien, you said you sensed some, what was it, desecration?
I believe so, yes, but let's not jump to conclusion. He's been a graceful host. He's willing to pay us, and he seems to have noble and honest intentions. Let's give the man the benefit of the doubt.
I agree. But let's also be wary. It's also our job to be wary.
Oh, yes, certainly. And we don't want any of the knowledge or items from that vault to fall into the wrong hands.
Exactly.
Guys, can I test something?
Test?
Can I hold the orb?
Ask Faena, he has it.
Yeah.
Or she has it.
Yeah.
Maybe we wait until we're not in the city just in case it does something.
Okay.
Why is Phineas being the logical one here?
Shit's getting serious.
And let's be honest,
Phineas
you're
is-
the occult one. You know the weird shit.
He looks around like, did I just say something smart?
He's just like,
You
wow.
have your moments.
Yeah, you
That gives me grandma angry vibes.
you do smart things, Phineas, but that's even weird for you. I think that's rest time.
Yes, I might be overtired.
Yeah.
My brain might be turning too many cogs at once.
I disagree. You tend to be a very insightful and skilled companion. There is no surprise in you saying something smart and sensible.
It could also be the food talk.
Insight check to see if he's lying.
If you'll let you.
Phineas is sus.
Yes, go ahead. Roll an insight.
He's used to you just being like, yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
You read Lucien like an open book. He's absolutely honest. He's praising a comrade and trying to be a good leader to keep you motivated and engaged with the mission.
Phineas looks like a little kid that's just been given a gold star. He's just like, yeah, I did a thing.
You still do make questionable decisions. At least I'll say that.
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah, don't we all?
All I know.
You
For
follow
example-
me into those situations, that's questionable.
Yes. And for example, some of us, or like all of us, have been polite to our host tonight.
I had no reason to be polite.
He invited you. He
I
shared
cannot
his
be
food and the warmth of his home. The least you could do for the man is say goodbye politely.
I tried, okay?
No, not you, Snow. I was impressed with your attempt,
Grr.
and it was a good show.
It
For
felt
someone that
weird.
has never been in that situation, you did very well for yourself. Zaelste, I will remember this.
Good. Because it ain't changing.
Very sweet. He just gets a little more childlike, just
Okay.
the more tired she gets.
Lucien goes savage, and he says, "Well, if I still had parents to present to you, I wouldn't."
Come on,
It would
chat,
be,
now.
for all of you together, it would be 2 gold for a night in the inn.
Okay.
So figure out who's paying the 2
Thanks,
gold.
Lucien.
Yeah, I will pay it.
Yeah, he comes from money, he's fine.
You are our sugar daddy now, you know that, right?
Does he actually come from money?
Yes,
Yeah.
we learned that about him.
Oh.
I removed 2 gold from my character sheet, Jim.
Okay. Lucien revealed some of his backstory the other day.
His family is the inventor of the baguette and the croissant.
That's why he's so picky. I get it now. Fair.
There you
That
go.
is a legacy and a half.
He is part of what considered, I guess, the royal family of Renee.
No.
Not the royal family.
No,
no.
a noble family of Renee, I guess.
Yes.
That made the baguette and croissant.
Nouveau
Greg.
riche?
No, not nouveau riche. It's been several generations, but
Okay.
it's come upon to become one of
They've
the.
become old money.
Yeah, they've become old money. They've extended the reach of the family business in across the seas. Copied many times, never equaled. That type of thing. However, Lucien might be the last.
And that bombshell, we sleep.
Yeah. So to take a long rest on your sheets, in the top 3 just did it. Fantastic.
Little camping button.
Yes, the thing that looks like a tent in those 3 buttons at the top.
I love the fact that the short rest button.
It's a meal.
Yeah, it kind of invokes the fact that we'll probably just, eat. So we're
Yeah,
we're not going to have sleep. We're just going to sit down and have a nice dinner.
Can be refreshing, but if you've eaten as much as Phineas, he wants to go for a long rest.
Yeah, am I missing a spell?
Oh, which spell?
Gift of Alacrity.
How the hell did I miss that one? You use it all the time.
Yeah.
Also, I might be able to add as a feature myself, but I don't have the tenets of my oath, so I'm blind.
Oh, I forgot to put those. No, there should be. No. If you scroll up to the top of your, click on your subclass icon.
What the fuck that is? Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. It's in there.
I found it. Thank you. Good.
Right, Faena. How the fuck did I miss Gift of Alacrity? Seriously. Hang
Magic.
on, that's not the only thing that's. Oh no, that's just a. Oh right, because prestidigitation. Wait. Gift of Alacrity. Yeah, I just somehow must have missed it. 1 second.
No. Okay, well I'm casting it twice when I get it and having a short rest.
There you go. It's on your sheet now.
Wish I could do it 3 times. Hang on. What's my shame on?
Choice. 3 times a lady.
So I get 3 spell slots back on a short rest. Or first level, so I can give it to 3 people.
Who would you like to give it to?
So who am I giving it to usually now? Is
Me and Lucien.
Yeah, okay,
Because we're the tanking butters.
I'll give it to myself.
Okay, and remind me how much it adds? It's 1...
1d8.
D8.
Yep. The oath is not the same tenants as before.
Have I got the wrong ones on there?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh shit, that's still... right, yeah, that still says Oath of Devotion. I'll fix that for you, don't worry.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just that I've noticed that
he is devoted to bread, but it's not quite right.
Yeah, no, it's because I copied over... The built-in one is Oath of Devotion, and I used that as a base, and I just forgot to replace that text.
But
I could have sworn I'd done it. That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Did you do it on the old sheet by accident?
No, because the old sheet doesn't have it.
Yep. And also in the morning, as we wake up,
It's...
Lucien will try to address the others over breakfast. Yesterday was an interesting day, full of revelations and new information. And now that we know more, it's time to act more. I do believe that we should be taking up that exploration of that vault. No one has seemed to be able to enter it due to that weird electrical lightning red magic. But I have every confidence that us as a party, as a group, we can succeed where others have failed, and we will prevent the wrong people to get their hands on it. And if there are any heretical texts within that vault, there are things that should not be known and should be destroyed, we will do that.
Whoa.
And for some weird reason, you all gain 9 temporary hit points.
I'm disputing that. They're not heretical texts.
Nope.
If they are heretical, they will be.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be.
If they are interesting,
How would you know they're heretical?
Without reading them first.
I don't know.
Don't let him read them.
I get the sense that maybe some things down there were weird.
We'll have to read them at least, Lucien.
Yes, of course. You don't burn a book you don't know that you must hate.
Sorry, that was funny to me for reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you accepting the mission?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Seems like we are to at least some degree.
Okay.
I also want to ask him while we're there if he has access to anything that would make it easier to carry the thing back.
He did say he'd be in the market, so as you would come out, you would probably be able to find him there. That's like good. You do have a cart, but I take it you're meaning getting it out of the tomb itself.
Yes.
Do you know levitate?
You teach us
Looks at
levitate.
Faena.
Yeah, we just all turned to look at Faena.
I can learn it. If you have a scroll or...
Well, I
a
have the
spellbook.
5,000 gold here, and levitate, you might be able to find someone that sells it in this town.
Let's go spell shopping.
Ah, we tried that yesterday.
Yes, they don't do a lot of magic here.
And all the goblins argued with me, saying science is the new magic.
Well, maybe they have something you can buy that would do something similar. I don't know.
Well, are you okay, sir?
What do you mean?
You seem angry today.
Oh, I just didn't get a lot of sleep.
No. Sorry to
One
hear
of
that.
those... yes. Sorry, that was this. Yes, some of the... There was a... I don't know, there was some goblins in the woods doing something strange.
Huh.
Strange.
Can I insight check that?
Go for it.
Damn it, he beat me to it.
You can join. Please join.
Seems legit.
Please join.
There was... He's not lying, there was goblins doing something strange. That something strange, however,
Dirt biking?
Yeah,
He
who's gonna
hasn't
call
really
it?
explained what that something strange is.
Does he seem to know and just hasn't said?
He might. Hang on one moment.
Look, it's the middle of the night. There's something strange in his neighborhood. Who was he gonna call? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna log off now, guys. It's fine.
Yes, he'll hold up a pouch of 1,000 gold. So, will you be accepting this?
Ghostbusters!
Yeah.
I tried not to. I
Yeah.
tried so hard.
You know what? I will take it.
He hands it to Lucien.
Oh, yeah, the rich boy
Lucien, you
takes
may
the
add
money.
5,000 gold to your character sheet.
I will add it as a. Can I just add it as a pouch, or should I just add 5,000 gold?
Just add 5,000 gold. That's
Okay.
easy to do.
Watch it weigh him down.
Yeah.
Oh god, it does! He's overweight now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Huh. How was he carrying those? Maybe some of those were in platinum?
Your gold I copied over exactly, but no, he's giving you gold.
Okay,
Would
so how was he carrying 5,000 gold? If Lucien is being
That's a
weighted
sack.
down,
Because
I
you've got a ton of other stuff as well.
yeah, that's true.
He is just he's not carrying a lot. You've got stuff like a massive suit of armor on.
Yeah, that's
He just drags out
not
a pillowcase.
Would I be able to carry it?
Oh, I'm not overweight by much. I finally found where it was. I'm only overweight by 13 pounds, so I can.
I can happily take 10 of it.
Gonna drop like stuff. Here, have my rope, please. I hand my rope to the nearest person. Who takes it?
Phineas does not.
I mean, Jagdek's next to you on the thing there, so.
Jagdek, do you take his rope?
He's just making a bottle, but I will say yes, he does.
Okay, this is not a euphemism.
Then I did. Oh, this is hard for me. My first adventurer without a rope, but at the same sense, I have 8 dexterity, so that's. There we go.
You're still a few pounds over, unfortunately.
That's what she said. And I don't need torches.
No, you don't.
And I give 8 torches to someone else as well.
Did you delete
We
them from your
browse-
sheet already?
Yes. It has not updated.
I'll take the 8
Oh, no,
torches.
it has updated. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw them disappear, and I was like, before I could just transfer them to someone's sheet. That's fine. Bree,
I just put them on mine.
yeah, you just added 8 on, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
Herbs?
pleasure.
What the fuck are these herbs?
You
Sorry,
forgot
I was just looking at my inventory.
You forgot about those?
chaos
She
in the
wasn't
inn.
there.
Oh,
She wasn't there.
I was there. I was her at the time.
It's from mine and Phineas's little exploit at the inn on the bridge.
It's jokes.
Oh.
It's
Don't
yes.
eat those.
They caused Bree to try and kill Snow.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I gave. Nobody knows about the ones Phineas has.
Yeah.
No. Well, now out of character, everyone does, but yeah.
Out of character, yeah, we all do, but
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't know that was supposed to be a secret.
No, it's okay.
character,
Out of character, we all knew.
we all know,
Yeah.
yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
I forgot about it as well, so that's fine.
So
But yeah, as characters, we have no idea you have them.
so
Oh my god,
I'm
I've
sure,
just seen how heavy these water crystals are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A fifth of my carry weight is water crystals.
We need a bag
So-
of holding. Jesus
so-
I need a
Christ.
bag of holding. I even if I had just like,
Ugh.
even if it was just like a haversack, kind of like it's a small amount of holding, but still,
I can still carry like 150 more.
I can carry like 8.1 more.
Lord Basil,
yes.
you seen anyone in town selling a bag of holding or handy haversack at all? I think that's what they're called.
I wish. I was talking with one of the goblins that, one of those anti-magic goblins about it.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they don't, but even engineering cannot replicate a bag of holding. And it is useful to an engineer, would it not be? Being able to lug around 500 pounds worth of metal. But no, apparently they don't like them here. They're unnatural, which is strange because magic's the most natural thing there is. It's literally in the air all around us.
Feel it in my fingers.
You and I will be getting along quite well, I think.
Speaking of, I've got business to attend to.
I will go and peruse my tomes and see if I have a scroll of levitate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, when Faena said, like, I think we'll get along quite well, anyone who was looking in Phineas's general direction would have seen a slight twitch of the eye. He tried to keep a straight face, but
Poker face.
So, Zaelste is off by himself, going somewhere.
We wouldn't split the party, would we? Huh?
Faena, you said that you spoke with some goblins that likes machinery, right?
Yes.
Do you reckon they'd have anything that would be able to help us move something that big?
We can always ask.
Like a mechanical trolley, or with spider legs or something?
Maybe not that. Well, we can always ask. That sounds a bit expensive.
I don't know how mechanical things work, really. I've looked at watches and clocks and those kind of things. Like things with lenses and things with teeny tiny gears that go tick 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 tick. That's about all I know.
Well, you've seen what a pulley is, right?
Yes.
I mean, imagine that, but more. A pulley on wheels.
Ooh.
In a frame. I think they could knock that out.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see how many have followed us.
Well, we wouldn't split the party, would we?
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Where have they gone?
Phineas knows where the engineering bit is. Yeah, it's down there.
Okay.
I'll wait here for the gentleman. Lord.
So Faena's staying behind. Who else is going with Zaelste?
Oh, if Faena's staying behind, Phineas is gonna stay.
I mean, levitate would be easier than a machine.
And Bree,
Yes.
Jagdek, are you guys sticking with Faena and Phineas? Are you going to the engineering district, or are you doing something else entirely?
I imagine Jagdek would go with Phineas and Faena. I am sat on my own by the trees.
Okay. Right, we will... I'm not going to load up the map if we don't need to. Zaelste, what is it you're looking to do here?
I'm looking to go see how Crafty's doing. Because he said to come see him the next day.
As you approach the workbench where he's at, he will look over and you'll be like, if you're so confused, like, I thought I told you to come tomorrow.
It is.
Oh. He'll look up at the windows lining the top of the workshop for a moment. Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Have this, and I give him a good day.
Oh, thanks. And he'll just swallow it whole. Won't even chew it.
That's fine.
You said come tomorrow. I'm here just seeing how things are going.
Yeah, so we were going to... What were we going to do again?
Gun with sword in one.
Right, yes. That.
Preferably something that, like me, could wield.
He is going to pull out some freshly drawn diagrams.
Ooh,
so we would need a blade, a sword of some kind, perhaps the one you've got there. We'd need an appropriate gun, perhaps the one you've got there. Then once I come using some fancy technology, I can combine the two. You would have to hold the sword at a bit of a weird angle to account for some of it, but I think it is doable. The main problem you'd have is keeping the blade steady while you're shooting, because that extra weight.
Okay.
Now, I could just try and stick them together, but is that a magic sword?
This one is, yes. I do have another one that isn't. But
Right.
it is
Well, I
just a
could.
short sword. I have a normal short sword or this scimitar that I have here.
I think the scimitar would work a bit better, to be honest. But we'd need, if we wanted to retain the magic, we'd need to get some spirit stone.
Right.
If you can find some of that, I could fuse your sword and gun together into a ridiculous weapon that could explode but then where's the fun if things don't explode?
Here's a good point. I have some bullets that could also do that.
Fantastic.
So where would one get this spirit stone you were talking about?
Well, it's typically found, as you might expect, underground. A lot of it grows. Well, not grows. A lot of it forms quite deep, so we can't go and get it normally because. But it's been like bars of it turn up in a lot of different places, caves. A lot of people, keep it in treasure vaults, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, we're heading to the cave up north. We got hired to go investigate one. Yes, Lucien?
No, nothing. It's just a bad cough.
Okay.
DM's note, because I made a mistake. It's actually southeast.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, when I went back to check the map, I was like, oh wait, you can't actually go north from here. That's the sea. So yeah, it's
Did
southeast.
Okay. to
go
the
silent for
southeast.
everyone else?
Yeah.
It cut off. Yeah, you did not finish.
Can't actually, and then it cut off.
You can't actually go north of here. You'd end up in the sea.
Ah,
Well, if it's not to the north, I'm not interested anymore.
It's still a day's travel.
Yeah, I know. I'm still interested, don't worry.
I don't know how much you know about that cave.
Cave to the. I mean, there's a lot of caves.
It's one of the southeast that people have struggled to get into. Do you want us to go look at it?
do we really want to talk about that with everyone?
I'm not talking about it with everyone.
Oh, you mean the old sealed tomb?
See, he knows it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, most people around here know it. Sort of like a rite of passage is people trying to find a way inside. We've tried all sorts of engineering things. Someone dropped a massive bomb on it the other week. Didn't work.
Got any ideas of how to get into there?
Don't know.
Okay.
I think if it did, it would have already been done.
That's true. So it probably means that you don't know if spirit stone. If we manage to get in there, what would I be looking for in terms of spirit stone?
So we call it stone, but it's actually more like a metal.
Right.
They're sort of like these bars of metal that have a faint green glow to them. Like really pale green.
Okay.
And they just have the ability to effectively... If I was to melt down your scimitar, for example, the magic would escape. Spirit Stone helps to bind and retain the magic.
Okay.
In the other campaign, it can be used for stuff like reforging items. So,
Right.
it's, similar thing here. It's...
Okay.
Yeah, it's something we can do, because otherwise I could use your scimitar right now, but it would just become...
Just lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would lose what makes it unique.
Okay. Well, if I want this done, then it seems like I'm going to need some spirit stone, or I just have to figure out something else.
Just be careful with it.
Also, do you have any means to carry heavy weight more easily?
With
That-
trains.
But in a more portable way, something that could, for example, within a building that would help within a narrow building, maybe carrying heavy furniture upstairs and stuff like that.
On stairs, that's a difficult thing. wheels don't work so well on stairs.
Yeah.
Maybe we could come up with a mechanical pulley that collapses in on itself. So it's just. He immediately starts drawing on a piece of paper, and you've lost him.
Okay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to use some good old elbow grease.
It's going to be a lot of work.
Well, it's gonna. When is it not a lot of work?
We're not the strongest of groups, if memory serves, but I know we could. See, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that stone as well.
Okay.
Snow, did you want something as well while we were here?
No, I'm just tagging along.
Okay. Heads is Bree. Tails is the other group. Tails, okay. Jagdek, Faena, and Phineas.
Yeah.
Before too long, Basil will come with a musty old spell book, one that's clearly not been used in a while, and he'll hand it to Faena.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is like back from when I was a bit of a beginner. There's a few spells in there, and levitate's one of them. The others we will roll randomly later.
Okay. That's most generous of you. Thank you.
Yeah. That should help you transporting me. Yes. If you
I
can
assume you
get
have your own copies of all these spells, so you're not giving me something you can't keep yourself, if that makes sense.
Oh, don't worry about that. This is an old spell book. I've got a much more. I haven't used this one in years.
Good old traditional spell books. Do you know some people use tattoos as spell books?
Yes, I've heard it's mostly sorcerers that do that. Strange.
Yeah.
They imbue magic into their skin. Doesn't seem very wise to me.
Well, sorcerers are a different breed, though.
Maybe they look really nice. I don't know. Carrying a book can be a burden if you're not very strong. He says that thinking about the sets of manacles in his bag and his rope and his lantern and all the heavy stuff that he's carrying, all the water crystals, and he's like, I have an entire wheel of flavored cheese. Maybe I should not be carrying this. Having just made a comment about a book.
Or, the ornate breastplate you're wearing.
It's pretty.
So how much? So Lord Basil, how much do you want for the book then?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'll take it out of your final fees.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll warn the others that's going to happen.
It's only a few first and second level spells, so it won't be more than a few hundred gold, I'd imagine.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you.
Meanwhile, Bree, what are you doing?
Bree is looking for the tallest tree in this area here.
Okay.
Are they very tall or?
They're not massive, but they're fairly well maintained. They aren't allowed to grow too tall because you would notice that some of them have got a lot of scorch marks.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick the tallest one and I'm just gonna put my hand to it and climb.
Okay.
Because this morning I picked the climbing speed bestie of soul, so I don't have to make a check.
Yes.
So yeah, I just spider monkey climb up a bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Sorry, child. I'm going to just take out my knife. I think I have a knife.
You would have something like a knife, yeah.
Yeah, and I just slice my palm, and I focus on the blood. See if I can just control it in any way. I don't think I can.
Chose your palm of all places?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
That's the classic.
Yeah, but it hurts so much. I got a paper cut on my palm once. That was the worst thing ever.
It's Bree.
Yeah, it's Bree, to be fair.
Yeah, as you're doing this, you do get the sense not so much that you can control it, but if you were to do this, say when you were using the curse you'd learned, you could enhance it by doing something like this, or amplify it. You definitely get the sense that there's some power there that there didn't not used to be.
So yeah, she's just gonna like play around until she's able to touch the orb, basically. And then when she's satisfied, she'll climb back down and join the others.
Okay. With that, then, you guys leaving town?
One thing I want to make sure I've asked is I would have asked him how much spirit stone he needs.
For scimitar that size, 2 bars.
2 bars.
By this point, there's a very
on the
elaborate
way-
sketch of some kind of spider creature with a large crane on top of it being drawn.
On the way through, I'd probably be asking around if anyone has it or in the town.
That's that magic stuff, isn't it?
Seemingly, yes. It's gonna help.
Don't trust it.
creation of stuff.
Don't trust it. It's like the birds. You can't trust them.
Yeah, but it's good for engineering work too. Like,
Nah, we don't rely upon those supernatural elements in our metals.
okay, fine. I'm guessing we're all walking back to the bridge here.
Okay.
It's just got Lucien and Snow following me.
A rather disparate group.
Yes. Us 3 are together a lot when we're doing things. It's like...
Okay. So, yeah.
Once, Phineas is not causing chaos. Except now he's thinking about magic tattoos. That idea has been put in his head.
Inception.
Okay. So we will move.
I would probably let the whole group know that I'm looking for Spirit Stone now as well, and what it looks like.
Alright.
How
So-
fast is that loaded for people?
Instantly.
Pretty fast, yeah.
Fantastic. I should have been using the preload option for a long time.
It just went ding.
Yeah.
Ding, further done.
Yeah, all the maps that we're using for this session I loaded up earlier. So it should load instantly.
Here's one I loaded earlier.
Why with that? Ding, Frezza done. Ding, Frezza done. Why? Why would you do that to my brain?
I didn't do anything.
It wasn't you. It was Bree. Cat did this to my brain.
So
I am
in-
chaos
Pause.
everywhere. I'm not just chaos in game.
God, I'm turning into Muttley. Mm.
So yeah, it's about a day's travel.
To the southeast.
There's it's about the only hill really visible in the area, and you would need to effectively go around it and approach it from the south. The area is still like that sort of muddy unpleasantness, but there is a path that leads to it.
Nope.
I'm on high alert looking out for anyone in a skull in a metal mask.
Sure. Between you and Jagdek, you certainly would be able to keep a close eye out. You don't see anyone, but you would, because of the way how sodden the ground is and such, you would notice tracks. There's definitely been people in the area.
On the way here, because it could be very dangerous, can I cast Aid on everyone? Would take 2 spell slots to do the 6 of us, but...
Are you wanting to
happy to
cast
do-
that on everyone the day of the travel or the day while you're there?
When we're there, he'll cast it when we
Spreading
arrive.
AIDS.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I thought we'd arrived.
Yeah, it is a day's travel. You could cast it on the day of travel as well if you wish.
Yeah.
What D6 rolled for the travel?
No, actually.
Huh.
In fact,
We are D6.
It seems to be a well-traveled road, and it's a right.
it's not that well. No, it's not that it's well traveled. There is, but give me a Let's see. Anyone that is proficient in survival may roll a survival check.
Oh shit! Apparently, I am.
How do we increase our temporary max HP? Not the temp HP, but the max HP.
That is a good question. I will need to double check that one.
I am definitely not proficient in survival.
I survivaled the shit out of it.
I have a -1 to mine.
I have a +1. That's pathetic.
If
I
you
am
turn on edit mode, and then hit the little cog above your hit points, there's a temp max HP in there.
Temp max HP.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have just a box for it. That would have been better. So that's what they used to have. Oh, it's still there. Yeah.
+5 for 8. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. 5 per spell level, yeah. So everyone gets 5 temporary max HP.
It could be the 5 that saves you.
Yeah.
I
mean,
set...
I could start casting it at a higher level, but
I could
like
also...
having counts.
I could attach an effect to the spell to do it.
It says temp max HP at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what you need to increase to 5. Put 5 in there.
Oh, just 5. Okay.
And you'll see it on actually reflected on your HP bar. It says +5.
Yep, and aid also heals you by 5 at the same time, so you should be.
Yeah, you should all have max HP still.
Mm.
So 30.
And-
you should be at
and
39, Zaelste. Why is this Phineas' old sheet? Piss off. Old
And you
Phineas
would
is no
also-
longer required.
That's correct.
Aw.
New Phineas.
New
is better.
Phineas is here and better than ever.
Let me check
New
everyone
Phineas.
else's
New and
sheet.
improved.
Did you guys get also the server reconnect for Foundry?
That happens. That just
It
sometimes
just
happens.
Okay.
That also...
Note that you also all have 9 temporary hit points as well.
I've never felt so healthy.
Yeah, so did I get those survival checks? Yes, I did. Bree, especially given how in tune with nature you are, there's no animals, there's no wildlife. Even your own animals seem really skittish. They don't... It's like they don't really want to be in this area.
Oh. If
I
need
just
be, we
comfort
can
them.
leave the animals and walk the rest of the way. Phineas is riding the goat. He's
Forgot about the goat.
Yeah, the
I
goat...
didn't.
There's the goat, there's a dog, there's 3 chickens, there's a cow.
There's a cow, yeah.
Was it Gertrude, the goat? I know it. Or was
Gretchen,
it
I
like,
thought.
Gretchen? Gretchen. I knew it began with a G.
Gretchen, yeah, I've got them. They're all in one full. Oh, you guys don't have access to most of them. I just realised. I need to fix that. While we're doing that though, but yeah. So as you continue along this path, the animals your ones aren't trying to run away or anything. They're just clearly a bit on edge, shall we say?
I'll try and comfort them as best I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Popcorn. Princess Leia. Sanders.
Yes, as you would have to camp once you get there, unless you want to go in there at night after a day of travel. Would you rather wait until the following day, or would you go in at night?
Up to you guys. I'm in a good shape right now, and it's going to be dark underground anyway. But
You do have a day of travel beforehand as well, though, so you know it's.
I
there's traffic.
would suggest we wait.
We've been traveling the day to get here, and if we keep going, we might get exhaustion.
Can I test the orb holding while we're here? Like, because we're out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah. Let's do it now. Alright, Bree, here you go.
Okay.
I
So-
take the orb.
Do you know what happens when you try to push two magnets of opposite polarity together? Where they're pushing away from each other constantly.
Yeah.
As you guys are trying to hand the orb to Bree, it's like there's this invisible force trying to push it away from her, or push her away from it.
the day before, when I used Divine Sense, did I sense anything weird from Bree?
Nothing that comes under the terms of divine sense. But yeah, Bree, it's like the orb is trying to push away from you.
So weird. Like can't.
Only within if it's within a foot of you.
Interesting. Am I a blood creature?
Technically, yes. By definition, you're a creature with blood, so
all
yes.
creatures have blood.
If people wish to make an Arcana check to figure out this strange phenomenon, they may try.
Yes, please. The one thing I'm good at. I never do
Can
well
I
on.
give them advantage by helping them because I am proficient?
I'll allow it.
Yay. I
I
can't.
have no idea. I'm not even gonna roll.
So just from observation, this is kind of like the opposite of what... With the blood creatures, it's not that they were repelled, they were just gathering at a set distance around it. With this, it's actively repelling away from Bree. Not attracting Bree. Well, I don't know if Bree's attracted to big red orbs, but regardless.
No.
But they wouldn't come closer to the orb.
Because remember, they were sort of building up around it.
Yeah.
This is... You would... What did you roll? 25. Yeah, that's fine. You get a sense almost like the orb dislikes Bree. Is the easiest way to put it. Like, there's something about Bree it does not like.
Oh, nobody's perfect.
I'm gonna cut my palm and just fling a bit of blood at it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Where the little bit of blood lands on it, it immediately hisses, like... The orb visibly... As I've mentioned, it's like almost like a swirling liquid or something that is visible within the orb, although it's not actually liquid. It's like all of that just...
Repels away?
Yeah, it's... You get the sense that if this thing was, say, a cat that you just sprayed with a water bottle, it would be hissing right now.
Oof.
No.
Okay.
It's like the opposite of those plasma balls when you put your fingers on. Instead of it going to your fingers, it goes away from you.
Yeah.
The way you say it, does it mean like it's displaying a sense of sentience, or it's more like just
It's hard to...
nature?
It's more like nature, yeah. Or like the way a sunflower turns towards the sun, kind of thing.
That's chemicals.
Interesting.
I wonder what would happen if I was to go against a blood creature, because I haven't fought one since I became...
Yes, you have. No, you didn't fight them, that's right enough.
No, I didn't fight them.
Would that mean maybe it's not that you're a blood creature, more like they were fighting against or trying to figure out what was happening with the blood rain. Maybe their powers are designed to be antithesis to those things, and the orb seems to be more in tune with the blood rain rather than opposing it. Because as I now seem to realize and understand, the orb was not necessarily repulsive to them, but more controlling them.
What if?
Okay.
So, my grandmother told me once about this thing that was like a ball that anything that goes into it is annihilated. And sometimes you can move it around. What if it's like that, but for the blood things, and that's why they're drawn to it? Maybe it's there to kill them all.
The orb?
I am the blood messiah.
It's...
I did the Arcana check to see if he might have heard of an orb of annihilation.
Andy, you were
I
saying?
thought with a 21, he might have heard of one.
Yeah.
this orb... This...
Maybe it's an orb of blood annihilation.
No, this feels more as though this is something that is blood creature adjacent. They're not the same, but they are connected.
Kind of like A summon is a summon, but it could be a fae, it could be a beast, it could be a demon. They're still summons, but they're not the same.
They're entities from a different plane, but they're not from the same plane.
Yeah.
This is. I can honestly say, I think for everyone here, this is beyond our understanding, and the people that have the answers are the people that will not give us the answers.
We might find answers in the tomb.
Yeah.
We could do. It's definitely a path to approach forward, but we need to remember that we have something on our possession that, while it seems to benefit us in some ways, we don't understand it, and it could be as dangerous as it is helpful. So we need to be mindful of what we do with it.
Very
And
true.
if my theory is correct that it attracts the creatures, we don't want to be in any populated places when
Exactly.
it hits.
Do you believe it should be destroyed, or at least be kept away and safe? I was under the impression that understanding it that it was more of a way to protect people from the rain, but maybe it's not. Is that what you are saying?
The fear I'm having is that it is a seed of the blood. The last time this phenomenon of the migration of the blood creatures was seen was when the blood plane appeared. What if this orb was buried at the heart of the blood plane? Or some ritual was done with this orb to create the blood plane?
I hear what
I have no proof for this, it's just a hunch.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I was more in the impression that maybe those cultists are doing stuff in Tull and to the west, or wherever their matron is, that is attracting the rain to them. Maybe they want to create a new blood plane.
Then they would have started that recently.
Yeah, and this has started recently.
Yes. But I am afraid that the orb is responsible, not the matron, because I would guess that their matron has been around for very long, at least longer than this phenomenon. So I don't think the matron is responsible for whatever happened.
Well, they do seem to have the same ability to control, or at least interact and be of the same kind as the blood rain monsters. So they definitely have the same. They displayed the same type of control and kindred.
They have some connection at the very least, which is not a good sign.
Maybe like yesterday we were thinking that the orb might help us enter the sealed tomb, but maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's going to prevent us from entering if it does the same thing that it does with Lady Bree.
Perhaps that's something we will find out tomorrow.
At this point in time, there's too many variables that we just don't have answers for, and until that changes, we should be very cautious of what we do. We can't expect to walk into a situation and know exactly what's going to come of it just because we have this all with us. And to think anything otherwise would be foolish.
We'll have to be very wary of anyone.
Precisely.
I've been warped by Chris's other campaign. My brain said Ruidium as soon as I saw the red.
No, there's no reason.
Also,
this is presuming the next day.
Okay, I will have cast aid.
Lucien, I am frightful that we might not even be able to trust everyone in the Inquisition.
Well, there's at least
I'm entirely trustworthy.
There's maybe this is our fate to discover the bad apple before it rots the stock. There is at least one person that get those undead within the temple before we left, and And there is at least one person that has tampered with our devices trying to get rid of us. So yes, there is a bad apple to root out.
Exactly.
I'm bittersweet about having talked with Crafty. I was hoping that the tampering came from without, not from within. But now we
Agreed.
know, and now we must act upon it.
Not being able to trust your organization, your close companions is rough.
And the chains are
For now,
fighterable. That means that maybe this is why we've all been chosen at the same time. It's unheard of that so many people do go through the initiation together and come out of it. Maybe we were fated to be the one to root out evil from within before it spreads. I mean, I that's what I want to believe, and that's what I choose to do. We are fated to defend whatever must be defended and destroy whatever must be destroyed.
agreed.
Okay, well, let's see where this path leads us. Lady Bree, do you wish to go forward first?
Yeah.
I am by your side if you need me. I take out the donkey.
I approach
I
slowly.
won't be as I just string my bow.
Yeah, I'm being ready at this side as well.
Okay. As you
I wonder
approach-
if this might be useful. He's gonna hold up the Marim's eye, the thingy that lets you see through illusions. If it doesn't work, then we could try this.
Good indeed. So, as you approach, what you would see
Oh, sorry.
is Phineas starting to blast off magic missiles.
Sorry, it's habit to click on it to see the description. I'm sorry.
Okay. As you approach, you would see, as described, red crackling lightning, for lack of a better word. Before you is a clearly worked stone, marble of some kind, and on it a small plinth with some fancy designs on top.
I look.
Carved into the altar, as you're looking at it, it's similar, and it's the easiest way to describe it would be Old Common, an older version of Common. Looks quite runic in how it's written. Is simply blood of my blood.
Oh, I cut my palm.
There's quite a few bloodstains on it already.
I cut my palm and I place it on.
Okay, one moment. How does this work again? God damn, I can never remember how Blood Hunter works. One moment. Why can't Blood Hunter be simple?
That would be simple enough.
Okay, yeah, that's simple enough. Please roll 1d4 as if you're rolling the Hemocraft dice. You take 1 damage.
Ouch.
As many other people have clearly tried this, as there was quite a lot of blood, there's bloody handprints, etc., all over it. But yours clearly has a reaction with it, as the red lines on the plinth begin to glow, and the lightning fades away.
Oh. I am the Messiah.
Now, Bree, I wouldn't go that far.
Bree runs in.
Are we- are we-
Phineas is just like, shit!
So those of you that are running in would notice it's pitch black in there.
Oh, fuck.
So it does clank, 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 clank.
That's fine by me.
Clank, 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 clank.
And it
Wait,
stares.
is it magical darkness or?
So, as I'm going to,
Faena.
I will load up the map.
Okay.
What you will notice as you descend into the sealed tomb, all of your light sources, such as the swords, are half their normal effect.
Oh.
So if it's set to 30, it was only giving off 15. And your dark vision, this is especially disconcerting for Faena, Snow, and Phineas, who are the only ones that have dark vision, and they've had it all their lives. Your dark vision doesn't work in here.
I have superior dark vision. Does
Does
that
not
count?
matter.
Fuck!
Welcome to the club, Ash.
I'm blind.
Blind like the rest of us.
Phineas just makes his way to where he heard Faena say, "I'm blind."
I use my gem of brightness. I'm guessing that's like half as bright then.
Yes. So
Yeah.
give me one moment. There is,
Phineas
It's dim light anyway.
terrified.
as you descend, there is lights, ever burning torches down here.
I don't like this. I don't
deal with
like
them.
not being able to see.
I don't think mine's even loaded for me.
Yes.
Oh, it's loaded for me.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll be.
Let me know when you're all in.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's ominous.
Shh.
I'm inside, but I can see things.
I'm just reloading one sec.
I could see as well, but
It's currently
My
paused. So you
vision
can't
isn't
move.
really up.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just moved so you knew I was there.
Yeah, this room's well lit, so you're not too many bombs. But yeah.
Oh
Still
no.
not showing me anything. Oh wait, no, there we go.
Is everyone in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
mm,
As you enter this chamber, first thing you'll notice is probably the lightning barriers ahead of you. The pathway splits in three. The barriers ahead of you, with two paths to the east and west. Surrounding, between each wall, there is between each path, there are pillars going between floor and ceiling, with occasional red crackles of lightning between them. Beyond these pillars is just a black void that goes so deep that you have no idea how far down it goes. Thankfully, unlike the stairs, this area is lit by what seem to be ever-burning torches, considering no one's been in here for, if what you were told is true, over a millennia.
A millennia is 1,000, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the Starfall is 4,000.
Yes.
And did the lightning close behind us?
No. You can walk back out if you wish.
Okay.
You are not trapped in here.
Okay, guys, it's not a tap.
Can I set alarm by the door?
I was going
Like,
to just say that.
We
as
would
well.
have come down, but like, can we set alarm by the top door?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Faena, you keep your spell slots.
Alarm's
I
a
will-
ritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is.
But it takes 10 minutes, maybe we don't have the will to wait 10 minutes.
I mean, I think we've
If
got
people
10
don't
minutes
mind, we
worth.
can. If not, I can just use another one spell slot and put.
No, if you're gonna do it, we'll let you do the 10 minutes.
Depends
Okay.
on if Bree runs forward.
I just ran straight down. I wouldn't run off just yet.
I would just like. Would you just run down here and go ooh and
Pretty
wait
much,
10
yeah.
minutes? Okay. Okay, so we would ritual cast and put alarm by the door.
One at the top, one at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, so if they when they hit the first one, we know if they're charging in by how quick they hit the second one.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay.
Okay.
idea. Phineas, once again, very good idea.
If
Yeah.
Phineas and Faena are both doing the ritual, one at each end, that's fine. Then it's only like 10 minutes.
The
We know
German-
what Bree is like.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm not sure if I resent that or not.
the gem of brightness is usually 30-30, so it'll be 15-15.
I do have a lamp. I can use my lamp if need be.
Your lamp to the lighter.
We also have plenty of torches if needed.
The torches are affixed to the wall. You may try to remove them if you wish.
Well, I was also referring to the ones we're carrying, but
So,
not a bad idea. Maybe.
So, do people
Also,
wish to make a start to this dungeon, or do we finish here? Because it is 10:15.
We should finish here.
I would like to finish.
Yeah, I've got a wiggling child on my lap.
Okay.
I got adulting to do tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm
Unfortunately.
working. I need to be out of here by 8:15 myself, which I hate. It's a crime.
Oh yeah.
I start work at 8:30 on like 5 weekdays.
Oh.
I'm not a morning person.
Me neither.
What are mornings?
A crime.
Yeah.
They are overweighted, and morning people are such snotty, snobby bitches.
It's silly. You get up really early, do stupid things, feel like a crappy person in the morning, do normal day's work, and then come home and everyone thinks you're a valuable member of society. You sleep all day and you do the exact same thing at night, and you just lout.
Yeah.
Double standards or what?
Yeah.
Precisely.
Pearls
my
of
point.
wisdom, thank you.
And morning is a social construct.
Exactly. Because it's the light hours. It means it's easier to do things. It means it's better to do things.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thanks for the session.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Thank you guys for playing. Yeah, we will be back with more D&D on Thursday with the Curse Breakers. And yeah, you guys are about to start a dungeon.
Yeah, we're adding the dungeons into this game with dragons.
I don't think this
Maybe
party's had
that's the
dragons yet.
Oh yeah, we haven't. This campaign
No, not
hasn't seen a dragon yet.
No.
Yet.
You don't count.
You don't count. You were a cameo at best in a low weight side campaign.
He was there for
I'll
like
take
3
it.
sessions.
I was, yeah.
Anyway, to those watching, thank you. Thank you for the resubs and gifted subs. And yeah, we will be back at some point in the near future.
Yeah,
Hey, Dungeons and Dragons!
Dungeons and Dragons. Woo. Let's hope there's no dragons down here.
Blood of my blood.
Uh,
A blood dragon. Could you imagine that?
oh Lord, I don't want to. That seems like the BBEG in the blood plains. It's
Yeah,
a blood
yeah.
dragon. It's an ancient blood dragon.
What Bree's gonna
Oh
turn
God, have
into.
I just given him inspiration?
No, it's
That would be one hell of a bloody hell.
Ah.
God damn.
Oh, well,
Right. Good
On
night
those
to the
puns.
stream.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.